Hello everyone and welcome back. Here's another video to continue on from my last video about the pistol braces. And this has to do with some other things. And I talked to a friend of mine who works for the Department of Justice. And they already have a plan. They already know what they're going to do. Yeah, they're going to bring the ATF in. They're going to ask them some questions and all that kind of stuff. They're going to do that, all that for show. Now, here's the next thing that they're going to do, because they've already seen it happen. Before we go on, please like and subscribe and hit that little notification bell and leave a comment to let me know what you think. Maybe we can have a discussion. And thank you for watching the video. So, to get back to it, they've already banned the bump stocks. There may have been, from what I recollect, there may have been one state that has approved them, but I'm not 100% sure of that. And if they're doing it state by state, you're going to have some states that approve them, some states that don't. That just becomes a pain. And what we need to do is, if you're going to have things approved, they need to be approved nationwide when it comes to these gun laws. Just, it is what it is. You know, and I think we can all agree on that. But talking with my friend, he told me they already know what they're going to do. They already know, because they've seen it with these bump stocks that you're looking at right here. Non-compliance. People aren't going to turn them in. And since they are not a serial numbered part that you had to fill out paperwork to buy it, you could just buy it without having an FFL and all that kind of stuff. They don't know who has them and who doesn't have them. So you're not going to have police coming to your door, or FBI or anybody else coming to your door telling you, hand them over. That's not going to happen. They're not going to do that. And they don't have to do that. They've already, you can't use this bump stock. They've already had it where you can't use this at any range. Not that I know of. No automatic fire is allowed at any range. And that's what this bump stock does. It makes it like there's automatic fire. And the rangers don't want you doing that, because you can lose control. It can damage the things in the range and all that. So they don't want you to do that. So you're not allowed to use it at the range. And if you use this for self-defense, as soon as the cops come and see it, it's a banned item. As soon as they see it, and they see that the person that you used it on for self-defense, you're going to go to jail. Because you're going to be using it. What? No, it's no use in buying it if you're going to use it with, a firearm that only holds, with the magazine that's got 16 rounds in it. There's no use in having it. So you're going to want, you have it because you have a firearm that holds 30 or more rounds in the magazines or drums. And if you use that on anybody who breaks into your house, that's going to be, you're going to go to jail. That's because that's going to be an overreaction, and you're going to be considered out of control and using excessive deadly force. And you're going to go to jail. Even if the person broke in and you legally had the right to shoot them. If you shoot them with a bump stock and put 30 rounds in their chest, you're going to go to jail. Common sense. Everybody knows this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. So they're not worried about coming and trying to confiscate them. You're not allowed to use them at the range. There is no shooting sports that you can use this. So they're not worried about it. If you use it for self-defense, you're going to go to jail and they're going to take it from you. If you can't use it at the range, and they're going to make all the FFLs, they're going to tell them you're not allowed to sell it. And the FFLs are going to do what they say because they don't want to lose their licenses. So the companies who make these are going to go out of business. Same thing with this pistol brace. You don't want to hand them in? Fine. Don't hand them in. They're going to ban them. They may put a medical reason why you would need it. If not, they're going to ban them. And when they ban them, if you use it in self-defense, you just used a banned item. And they're going to know, because forensics is going to know if you have this attached to your firearm. Even if if you have to use this in self-defense inside your home, if you are calm enough to remove it and hide it somewhere, and they find it, how do you think that's going to look in court? And if you think that they're not going to be able to do forensics and be able to tell that there was something attached to your firearm with screws and Loctite and all this kind of stuff, they're going to know. They'll know. And they're going to come back to your house looking for it. And you're going to go to jail. So they don't have to send anybody out if you don't want to comply. You don't want to comply? Don't. But they're going to make it illegal. And if you use it, and they're going to make it so you can't use it at the range. The ranges aren't going to want to have to deal with the federal government down their back all the time. So the range is going to say you're not allowed to use pistol braces at the range, just like the range says you're not allowed to use automatic fire. And I've never been to a range that allows you to use automatic fire. And that's what bump stocks do. And that's what they're going to say about this. If you're not allowed to have pistol braces at this range, and you're not going to be able to use it. And if you use it in self-defense, they're going to throw you in prison. The other thing is binary triggers. This is going to be the next thing that's going to come up. And they're going to outlaw these. And they're going to tell the FFLs, you can't sell these. And the FFLs are going to comply, and they're not going to sell them. The companies who make them aren't going to be able to sell them. The internet won't sell them. Nobody will sell them. And the company will go out of business if they continue to make them. That'll be it. It's the end. That's how they're going to get rid of it. They don't have to worry about you not complying. And if you use this binary trigger, you're not going to be able to get this trigger out of your gun fast enough if somebody calls the police or you call the police because somebody came into your house. Now you're going to have to explain to a jury why you used the binary trigger and shot somebody multiple amount of times, 30 rounds or more, because you used the binary trigger. And then they're going to show videos of how this trigger works. And people who don't know about guns that are sitting on a jury are going to say that looks like a machine gun. And you're going to go to jail. They're going to do the same thing for the pistol brace. And they're going to do the same thing they've already have for the bump stocks. Name me one gun store you can go to where you can buy this bump stock. You can still buy this. And you can still buy these until the rulings come down. But when the rulings come down and they ban them, they're not worrying about you not complying. They don't care. Don't comply. Go ahead and keep them. But if you're caught using it, you're going to go to jail. If you use it in self-defense, you're going to go to jail. Nothing will stand up in court because it is a banned item. And that's how they're going to get you. They're going to put a big fine on you and they're going to throw you in jail if you use it. That's what's going to happen. So, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is common sense. And most gun owners know this. They already know it. If it was me, I'd sell it. I'd sell it to somebody who doesn't know and get rid of it and try to get my money back, or at least half my money back of what I paid for it, and get rid of it and have nothing to do with it, and then go on, you know, with my life and do that. And this isn't a matter of, you know, the next thing they're going to be doing is coming for your ARs and doing. No, that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. You're talking about this is just something. Don't even come with that at me with, you know, comments where, oh, well, if you allow them to take this, they're going to take that. Now, this, and I don't care who you are, this makes your firearm, this bump stop makes your AR shoot like a fully automatic firearm. Just from the recoil will make it shoot super fast, faster than you can physically pull the trigger. So it makes it shoot like a machine gun. And you all know it. This pistol brace, I've already gone through that in my last video, was made for handicapped people to strap it to their arm. That's why you have this Velcro strap on it. And in this picture right here, that's the back of it. You can see the hollow part in the back for you to put your arm, for you to this opens up for you to put your arm through it and strap it to your arm. There it is right there. And the binary trigger, you can't see that in this because you have to know what a binary trigger is. Just look it up. There's a million YouTube videos. You see where it has binary here, and then it has something up here, single I believe it says, and something else for the safety switch and all that. So you have a safe, you have a binary, and you have normal and all that. So it turns a semi-automatic into a binary trigger where you pull it back, it shoots, and when you let it go, it shoots. And it shoots like a machine gun. Even though it's technically not, that's the way it shoots, and you all know it. And all they got to do is tell the FFLs you're not allowed to sell it, and these companies will go out of business. And all they got to do is start breathing down the necks of all these firing ranges. And these fire ranges already have no automatic shooting because people lose control and the barrel's going all over the place and they're shooting everything. So they don't want you using it there. That's already like that. They're already doing that without any laws. They don't need a law to do that. Just like you're not allowed, I don't know of any ranges, none that I've gone to, where you're allowed to shoot a 50 caliber. You're not allowed to get a 50 caliber semi-automatic rifle and shoot it at any range that I've ever been to. It's posted a huge posting where you're not allowed to shoot that. And that's a gun you can legally buy. You can't shoot. Where are you going to shoot it? So that's the argument, and that's what they're going to do. I'm telling you right now, that's what they're going to do. And with this, they may keep it legal, but you're going to have a medical reason to own it. And if you can't produce a medical reason by a licensed physician for you to have it, you're not going to be allowed to use it at the range. You're not going to be allowed to buy it off of any FFL. So you're not going to be able to go to a gun store and buy it because they're not going to be allowed to sell it. Your only way you're going to get this is you're going to have a medical reason to get it. That's it. That's what they're going to do. And they're not worried about if you don't comply, because if you don't comply, they'll just wait until they either see you using it or you try to use it in a self-defense situation, and then they're going to nail your ass to the wall. That's what's going to happen. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good rest of your week, And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but common sense is common sense. They're not going to give up their tax stamps. And you have too many liberals and all that. If it takes an act of Congress, it may pass through. You may have Republicans pass it through Congress, but when it goes to the Senate, Democrats are not going to pass it. Democrats won't pass anything when it comes to guns. So it'll never pass. So say goodbye and sell it while you can now. That's my advice. And I'm telling you, they already have a plan. They don't care if you trade them in or not. They don't care. They'll just wait until they see you using it, and then a cop will arrest you for having it. The ranges won't be able to, they won't allow you to have it at the range. And the FFLs won't be able to sell it. And neither will any internet stores. And that'll be it. That's the end of it. It's over. So get prepared. That's what's coming. They already have it in the works. They already know. So, all right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.